Welcome to Driveway Garage. Today I'm working on a 2014 Subaru Crosstrek I just bought. I'm changing most, if not all, the fluids on it. Well, not all of them, I guess. I'm getting ready to do the rear differential. In fact, I'm right in the middle of it. Decided to make a quick video on it. I'll flip you around here. So this is the vehicle. Like I said, it's a 2014. Has 175,000 miles on it. And the guy said he stayed away from the transmission because he heard it wasn't a good idea to change the fluid, but I'm going to do that. And I don't know if he did the differentials, and I'm doing that. Now, my driveway has a little bit of a slope to it, so what I did is I drove the back end up on a couple 2x8s, and that makes the vehicle nice and level. That way, when I put the fluid in, I don't have to worry about it being low or high, because they're supposed to be level. Now, if you go to the back end, as you can see right there, there's two plugs. The top one is your fill plug, and the bottom one is the drain plug. Now make sure, when you do this, that you can get the fill plug out. So don't take the drain plug out first. At least loosen the top plug, and you can, as long as it's not over full, which mine wasn't, you can just pull it all the way out. And then pop your bottom plug out. And I think you're supposed to use an 8mm, which I didn't have. So I used a 3/8 Allen, and it worked really good. Now the problem I had, it's not really too big of a problem, but let me get this cross member here is, well, when you get this in the hole, in the the hole there that goes in, it hits this piece right here, but I had just enough slack I could get it in there and get it loose, and then I got it back out. So it's not that big of a deal, but just keep it in mind. And what I did was I put a 3/8 extension on just to get it away from there a little bit, and it's just about done draining now. And once it's done draining, I'm going to put the bottom plug back in. Now this is the bottom plug, and it's got a magnet on it, and it'll probably have a little bit of sludge, which is just the fine grindings, the wear and tear on the rear end. But what you don't want to find is any big chunks, because then you have problems. So I cleaned mine off with brake cleaner and a rag. It's ready to go back in. If the focus is there somehow there. So I'm going to put that back in. It tightens to 50 Newton meters, which is 11.2 foot-pounds, if I remember right. So I'll get that in, and then I'm going to fill it. And all you do is put the gear oil in. I have some over there. I think it's 75.90, if I remember right. You put that in the top hole until it starts running out, and then it's full. And then put your top plug back in and tighten it to 50 Newton meters, or 11 foot-pounds, and you are good to go. Let me pause this. I'll go double check on that oil. So this is the gear oil. It's 75W gear oil. Nothing fancy, but it goes in the front and the back. And hang on one second. Like I was saying, it goes in the front and the back. I figured I better shut my radio off. They'll hear that in the background and won't let me post my video because I don't have copyright to that song. So anyway, it takes 0.8 of a quart in the back, the rear differential, and most of the other 2 quarts I bought excuse me, will go in the front differential. Now I also did my brakes while I was at it. I wanted to check them. Now these are the rear brakes. Kind of weird looking, huh? It's like it's worn a little bit more in the center. Both of them. This was the passenger side, getting down there pretty thin. The driver's side was a little better, but it's not wearing evenly, so I cleaned and lubed everything. And this is, let's see if I can get this to stand up here. This is the front brakes, and they were really bad. As you can see, one of them's almost down to nothing. And then on the other side, they were wearing really uneven. On the left, half the tread's there, or half the brake pad. On the right, on one of them, it was down to almost nothing. So I cleaned everything, got rid of the rust, put some brake grease on there to make everything slide nice and easy. So hopefully that'll fix that problem. Well, I'm gonna go fill the rear differential. And like I said, it's easy. Just put the fluid in until it starts running out of the top, and then put the top plug back in, torque it, and you're good to go. It's really easy. Maybe I'll do a quick thing when I'm all done. Okay, so I tried squeezing the oil in there with the bottle, but the cross member's too close. So I had this piece of hose. I ran some brake cleaner through it, cleaned it out good, fairly good, I hope. And I heated it up a little bit with my heat gun and got it to slip over the tip of the oil. There's a little ridge on there. Let's see if I can get this one off. Anyway, right where that snaps on, there's a ridge. So I slipped this on just far enough to get past the ridge once it was heated up. And now that it's cooled off, it's on there nice and tight. And this, I can get up in there some other location and get the oil squeezed in there. So I'm gonna give that a shot. Okay, I got my camera set up under here. I'm hoping that you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see, can you see my finger? Yep, okay. So, I've got my hose on here. And the hose will go in that hole, of course. And then I'll get this bottle up at a higher location. Let's see if I can do it here. Start squeezing that oil in. Might be easier said than done, but I think it'll work. Once you get the air out, it's hard to see what you're doing. I'm just going to keep squeezing it until the oil comes out the top hole there. And like I said, it takes a quart, so we should be getting close. Hope my head's not in the way. Okay, I'll get some more air in the bottle. Maybe. Or just keep squeezing. What the heck? Guess I'll have to go above my head here. You guys can't see it, but it's going. I can see an air bubble every now and then. I think I'm going to take it out and get some more air into the bottle so I can squeeze it better. Hopefully, let's see if I can do this without making a big mess. Come on, bottle. Fill back up. Maybe I squeezed it so much it's not gonna work. Okay, we'll try it again. I've got another pump in there. It's a hand pump, but I'm usually pumping dirty fluid out with it, so I didn't want to use it to pump in this clean fluid just in case I stuck a bunch of debris in there, which I don't want to do. This is supposed to take 0.8 of a quart, so I would think it's got to be getting close. I hope the bottle's durable so it doesn't break on me. That wouldn't be cool. Boy, you'd think it's got to be getting close. If you look at the bottle, it's about smashed down to nothing. make sure my tube, oh, the tube is not letting the oil stop in the oil, so 0.8 of a quart, huh? Well, I guess there's some fluid in the hose. This bottle's just about empty, so we gotta be getting close. What I might do, I'm not sure what I might do. That's harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, don't come out of there and squirt me in the face or something. All right. Let me see if I can blow some air in there and get this bottle filled back up. Oh, it's wanting to come out. Run here and there. That's what I don't want. I'm going to pause you guys for a second. Okay, I'm back. I got the bottle reinflated. So, we'll get the tube back in there and see if we can get the oil to fill it up before I start squeezing. Let's see. Sure is nice to have a lift. Wish I had one. All right, we'll get this draining. What I want to do is get the air out of the line, fill it full of oil. Well, here goes everything. I'm just going to start squeezing again. If it takes 0.8 of a quart, there we go. That's what I thought was going to happen. The tube, hang on, knock the camera over. The tube was keeping the oil from coming out. Gosh darn it. Get back in there. There. Get that up out of the way. Everything that's gonna run out is run out. You guys probably can't see anything. Get you, I don't know, where's a good spot? Is that a good spot? Can you see the plug up here? Yep, okay. Well, it's full and it ran out. So now we'll put the plug back in. And since I leveled the vehicle, we should be good to go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yep. Get her finger tight. That's where we have the problem. That's right in the way. But I'll put a 3-inch extension on there. Hopefully that'll help me get past it. There we go. And 11 foot-pounds. And we're good to go. Of course, you know, once the camera's off, I'm going to torque those exactly to spec. Now I'm just going to take some brake cleaner, squirt it around up in here and knock the oil off that I got on everything. But that's how you change a rear differential. It's actually pretty easy. Anybody can do it. You don't even have to jack the car up. You can do it laying on the ground, as long as it's level. Hey, thanks for watching. Feel free to share, like. What else can you do? You can subscribe. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'll probably make a video on the front differential and changing the oil. And I've already done the brakes, so I think we're just about good to go. I am going to do a walk around video on this. I just had it detailed so it looks nice and clean. Thanks again.